Hello everyone and welcome to another movie review video. This time, I'm taking a look at Deadpool and Wolverine, which came out just a couple of days ago. I'm gonna be doing a spoiler-free review because it just came out. I want to give everybody time to go and see it, at least a couple weeks. This thing was an absolute blast. My hopes were very high. This was one of my most anticipated movies of the year. I was super pumped, super excited for it, and it did everything for me. It checked all the boxes. This is one of the best MCU movies to come out, post-Endgame. Everything about Deadpool and Wolverine was just so much fun, so much action, a lot of comedy, as you would expect with Deadpool. This definitely feels like a more Marvel Cinematic Universe version of the two previous Deadpool movies, because they were owned by, Fox or whatever. But now, Deadpool is, I believe, officially in the MCU. Going forward, he'll be a part of their storylines and all that stuff. But this movie is not just about Deadpool. We have Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine, Logan, being pulled from a different timeline to help Deadpool save his timeline and make it become the sacred timeline, because there's a bunch of universes floating around and they gotta make it one nice straight line instead of going all over the place. So that's kind of the premise of this movie. A big portion of this movie is spent in the Void, I believe it's called, where Deadpool and Wolverine get sent, where not the Marvel rejects, but things that aren't really being used, kind of thrown away. That's where a lot of the shots in the trailer take place, that kind of sandy area where they first start fighting and whatever. Our main antagonist for this movie is Cassandra Nova. She kicks ass in this. She is intimidating. Her, digging her fingers into your face to, kind of read your mind sort of thing. Super freaking cool. Love Cassandra Nova. Don't know much about her because I don't read the comics and I don't know anything about anything. But she was really cool. Loved her character. This is the only thing I'm going to go into detail about. The opening scene might be one of my favorite things I have seen in a Marvel movie in such a long time. Just movies in general, this was peak introduction to a movie. Deadpool is like, hey, I need to go get Wolverine. And he digs where Logan was buried in the movie Logan with the X over, the pile of rocks. And he's like, he's not dead, obviously. He pulls up a skeleton. He is, just super pissed because Logan in his universe is dead. Oops, nothing you can do about it. So some bad guys show up and it's just Deadpool and a dead Logan, just his bones remaining. And there is an absolutely amazing / funny, killing spree montage. Bye 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 by NSYNC is playing in the background. Deadpool, and I'm hoping it was actually Ryan Reynolds in the costume doing all this, doing the choreography for the Bye Bye Bye, I guess in the music video, and getting all these amazing kills. I was tearing up because I was smiling so hard, and the movie just started. Just 5 minutes in, I am about to cry because just smiling ear to ear. Such a great intro. I don't think it'd be for everybody, because people might like Deadpool's comedy, but if it goes too far over the top, they might not be a big fan of it. But this is exactly why I like Deadpool. A lot of people prefer the first Deadpool over the second one. I'm actually a big fan of Deadpool 2. I think it is 5 stars, pretty much perfect. Love everything about it. I think Deadpool and Wolverine has a nice blend of the first and second Deadpool, because I think it takes the strong story from the first Deadpool and the funny moments and working together and teamwork and all that stuff from the second Deadpool movie. They combine it all together, different traits from the first two movies, and it works so damn well. Plus throw in all the little Avenger references and all that. It's just, I don't think I have felt this level of joy watching something in theaters in a while. Bad Boys Ride or Die was really close, but this was just on another level. I don't want to give away any spoilers, but there are tons of cameos, as you would probably expect. I know some people aren't a big fan of just throwing names left and right and throwing people in movies just to get a reaction from the audience, and they don't do much, but every cameo, every guest appearance in this movie, they serve some sort of purpose, whether it's just for comedic or adding a touch to the story. It's not just, here's a guy, okay, bye guy. And one slightly big thing to end off the video, I saw some reviews saying that Sean Levy doesn't know how to direct action, or the action in this wasn't that great. First off, I don't know if we were watching the same movie. Maybe I just haven't seen enough peak action movies or whatever the hell, but the action sequences in this movie were pretty damn good, pretty bloody. Maybe some people don't like a gore fest or anything like that. It wasn't that gory, but there was a lot of blood. There are a bunch of little fight scenes sprinkled in. Wolverine and Deadpool obviously get into it. There's one sequence where they're in a car, just going back and forth, and it is one of the most entertaining fight scenes I have seen in a Marvel movie in quite some time. The Marvels was really fun, switching places. This was just straight to the point. You love Deadpool, you love Wolverine. You got guys that could just heal and heal and keep like regenerating. So it was just constant back and forth, but it was such a joy to watch. Now, even though this is mainly a Deadpool movie, the And Wolverine is not to be taken lightly. Hugh Jackman, in that car scene that I was talking about before they start fighting, he cuts a great little, I guess, monologue, talking so much shit about Deadpool, bringing up his girlfriend, and just how he's never gonna be anything to anybody, and like he's just angry, and he like punches the roof of the car, just so much aggression, and that is the Wolverine that I love. I started catching up on the Wolverine movies, X-Men Origins Wolverine, and The Wolverine, and then Logan. Hugh Jackman brings it right back. It's like he never left, even though it hasn't been that long since he played Wolverine. But this version of Wolverine with like the iconic comic book, suit or whatever, he brings it. He brings it all. Ryan Reynolds, of course, brings it as Deadpool. He is so damn funny in this. Everybody is so damn funny. While not every joke lands, 99% of them do. And that's good enough for me. That's at least an A plus even. Now, usually I would say this movie might not be for everyone or something along those lines, but I just can't think of why you wouldn't like this movie. If you don't like Marvel, or you don't like Deadpool and his, like, comedy, I get why you wouldn't like this movie, but then why would you go see it to begin with? I mean, just to experience some level of joy? I hope you got some, because that's what it brought me. I can only speak for myself. Deadpool and Wolverine was just such a great time. I would honestly go see it in theaters again. I think the rewatch value is through the roof. Tons of funny moments, tons of like kick-ass moments. And I am a huge Green Day fan, so hearing Good Riddance, Time of Your Life, play over the credits, absolutely fantastic. If it was a 4.5 out of 5 movie, a little bit of Green Day definitely pushed it to 5 stars. I don't think I can come up with anything negative to say about this movie. I'm trying to think right now on the spot. This is exactly what it needed to be. This is what I wanted it to be. It's like writing a letter to Santa asking for a Hot Wheel, waiting all the way till the end of December, opening your Christmas presents, getting a Hot Wheel, and not only is it the Hot Wheel you wanted, it's covered in gold, and it has your name on the little mini license plate, and it even has a little bow on top. It's just everything I wanted and more, plus Green Day, plus Dogpool is in there. All the Deadpool variants that show up in this movie as well are fun. In my opinion, this is what a Marvel movie should be. A lot of fun, a lot of action. Not every Marvel movie has to be like rated R or whatever, but for a Deadpool Marvel movie, slap that sucker on there. You're gonna have a great time. Again, shout out to Hugh Jackman. He absolutely brought it. And thank you for watching this video. I don't know how much Marvel content I will make. I did a tier list. That's about the only Marvel-related thing I've done. I'll probably go more into detail on this movie in my end of July movie ranking video that I do at the end of every month. I go through the movies I've watched for the first time in the month, and I rank them worst to best, so I'll probably talk about it a little bit more there. But thank you for watching my review of Deadpool and Wolverine. If you're thinking about seeing it, but you're just not too sure about it, go check it out. If you're not even a big Marvel fan, but you like fun action buddy comedy type movies, go check this out. There are a lot of Marvel references and things being thrown around, but I don't think you need to really know all that stuff to have a good time. Sure, Deadpool will say, hey, blah, 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 and you might not understand it because you're not a Marvel fan, but you know what? You can let slide. Just let slide. The Bye 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 intro is peak cinema. Love it to death. Love this movie to death. It is an all-timer for me already, and I'm going to rewatch this thing as soon as I am able to. As soon as I get my little hands on it, I'm going to watch it. Okay, goodbye.